Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. This is a recap of run number 4. I'm doing the Garmin Connect half marathon plan with Coach Greg. My goal is not necessarily to run a half marathon. My goal is to finish a 10K in about, I guess it would be probably about 4 weeks. So I decided to do a bit of an escalated plan rather than doing a 10K training plan because I didn't have as much time after finishing my last 5K training plan. So this is kind of giving me a little bit more mileage, which is what I need for this 10K. Last year I trained for this same 10K and didn't get as much mileage in before, and I was well trained for about 4, but the last 2 were pretty hard. So this year I'm trying to get a little bit more time under tension, as they say in weightlifting, a little bit more repetitions, so to speak, so I can get feel a little bit better throughout the race. I'm just so programmed to like running about 2 or 3 miles seems like a pretty appropriate workout. Once you kind of get into that like 4, 5, 6, 7 up to a marathon, I have a harder time with it. Philosophically, I think I have a harder time with it, but also I can't really judge it because it's not something that I have done a lot of. But it seems like for me with exercise, it's like you want enough stimulus to get the adaptation that you're after. And anytime you're kind of pushing too much and you're kind of deteriorating tissues and things like that. So I think there is a sweet spot with running. But although there are plenty of distance athletes out there who are very healthy, I think you just have to manage what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve with your fitness. So take with what I say with a grain of salt. Obviously, I think that running is a good part of an overall fitness plan. How much you do of it is up to you on that distances. I definitely would recommend following a program. That way you can make some adjustments so you're not just out there pounding pavement all the time. You're doing some different kind of things. That was my rant. Today's workout recap was a 5-minute warm-up, a 30-minute easy run, a 10-minute additional option. So if after 30 you want to try some more miles, you can, and then a 5-minute cool down. Last time I ran about 27 minutes. So this time I ran about 33 minutes. So added a little bit of weight to the bar, as you would say. My total workout was 43 minutes. So then obviously that 10 minutes is my cool down and warm up. But I ran for a total of 33 minutes, and I ran all of this on a single track dirt trail down by the river here, so I can get a little bit more undulation. I can get a little bit more terrain under my feet. So it makes for a nice challenge. I think I was the first person out there this morning because I ran through plenty of spider webs and things. My total distance covered today was 4.38, and that obviously includes the warm up and the cool down. But my running distance was about 3.74. So as you can see, I'm slowly adding a little bit of distance. I was really programmed for, that 3.11 miles. And even then, that last quarter mile of a 3.11 was, challenging. So now I'm trying to push into where that last half mile to a quarter mile for this 6.2 miler is going to be, hard. So I'm trying to build up a little bit more endurance, a little bit more tolerance for these types of distances. I did add in music today. I don't typically run with music, but I added in some music. I'll drop that link in the show notes, as they say in the biz. It is cool when it's top 100 rock and roll songs of all time. That was curated by myself and my client, so that's kind of a fun playlist to check out. Average pace 8:50, which seems appropriate for that river trail. I was trying to just keep it a pretty steady clip. As you can see, I did maintain fairly reasonable. It's a really kind of a fun place to run. Right now it's a little bit forested, but as the fall comes on, obviously the leaves will change and you'll get to see a little bit more of the view of the river. But my mile 1, it was 9:02. Mile 2 was 8:43. Mile 3 was 9:07, and then that last 0.75 was about 8:35 pace. So generally, I'm pleased with this. It was fun to cover some distance, a a little bit more fun with the music. I jammed to, you know, some David Bowie, Life on Mars, and lots of other great hits. So that kind of helps the boredom. Obviously, your mind drifts when you run, and so just kind of following that thread. But yeah, here we go. Let's keep trucking.